Hello, my name is Dr. Mustafa, and today we are going to talk about a post graduation exam, which is MRCS. And the full form for that would be Membership of Royal College of Surgeons. It has two parts, Part A and Part B, and Part A is something that we are going to talk about today. So it is conducted across the globe in different countries, even outside UK, and there are different centers in Pakistan, India, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, and many more. So, moving on, it is conducted by four colleges, as we can see here, and it doesn't matter from which college you are trying to sit Part A, because the ultimate degree that you are going to get will be dependent on Part B. To book this exam, you need to go to any of the website of any of the college that you would like to sit your exam with, and you need to fill up your details in the booking window, and then you need to pay for your test, which would be £652, or it could be more than that, as it varies from center to center. And then you need to look out for an email in which they will be asking you to send some credentials. So it's usually your degree, your and you just have to email them. But in case if you are already GMC registered, then you need to provide your GMC number when you are filling the details, and that would be enough. And after paying your fee and after sending them your degree, after a week they will send you an email in which they will be asking you to set up your account on Pearson View, which is basically a site that they have hired to conduct these kind of tests. And after that, you will have to wait for a few weeks, and then they will release seats, and then you can book your center. And make sure that you stay vigilant about it so you can book your center of choice. That is basically how you are going to book for your MRCS Part A exam. So now that we know how to book this exam, let's dive into it and see what really this exam is. So MRCS Part A is basically an MCQ based exam which will be carried out on computer, and it is in total there are 300 MCQs that we need to solve in total 5 hours. So this is basically a complete count that I'm telling you about. It is divided into two papers, paper 1 and we have paper 2 as well. Both of these papers will be conducted in one day, and for the paper 1 we will be having almost 180 MCQs that we need to solve in 3 hours, and it basically comprised of applied basic sciences that include the major anatomy, physiology, and pathology. So these are the basic three categories. So paper 2 contains 120 MCQs that we need to solve in almost 2 hours, and this paper 2 is a bit tricky as it has a vast set of knowledge. They will be judging principle of surgery in general, that will include ortho, gastro, hepatobiliary, the trauma, etc. There are many more, so it's tricky. So paper 1 will be 180 MCQs, paper 2 is 120, in total 300 MCQs. And one is for the 3 hours, second is for 2 hours, that will make a total of 5 hours. And as I told you, like in paper 1 and paper 2, there will be 1 hour breaks, which is for you to relax and eat. So next important question is the time required to prepare for this exam. So ideally 3 to 4 months should be enough to prepare for this exam, and you can prepare it in more or less time as well, but preparing it in lesser time would put extra stress on it, but it is really doable. So now talk about the next really important thing, which is resources. Like, what are the resources out there that we can use to prepare for our exam? I will be talking about mainly three things. So the first one is the question banks, and for that we have many question banks circulating all around. There is EMRCS, we have Pass test as well, and there are many more other than that. So I took EMRCS mainly because it was cheaper for 40 to 50 pounds, and depending upon the months you are subscribing it for. And next thing is anatomy. For that, I would say like watching videos, animation would really help you in retaining the anatomy. And of course, there are question bank summaries which are really helpful, and this is enough. You don't really need to go for any book in general to revise anatomy. And another important, really important thing is the recalls, which is basically past questions that usually come in the exam. And if overall we are giving like 3 to 4 months for the whole preparation, and then I would recommend just give 1.5 to 2 months entirely to the recalls as you go on with the your question bank as well. And other than these resources, you must have heard about the Rida notes, and then we have the famous Fozia sheets as well, which is basically the previously mentioned information, so you don't really need to go for them. But if you have time and energy, you can definitely go on and read that. And of course, don't forget to flag your wrong answers while doing the question bank. And then we have the mock test, which is basically tests that are done in timed setting, and these are basically the part of the question bank. And as I have done the EMRCS, so in that you can choose the categories or the units from which you are trying to have your mock test, and these are really important as well. That will help you in managing your time and stress as well. So these are the things that we can do to pass our MRCS smoothly, making sure that we understand the concepts and we are not just going through the whole syllabus just for the sake of it. And then coming back to the recalls again, I will really recommend that you need to revise it almost like 2 to 3 times. And the reason that I'm saying that give 1.5 months to recalls at least is because once you start doing the recalls, you will see like they need really a good amount of energy and time, as you need to confirm the answers and you need to go back and forth to different resources that you have studied from, and maybe Google as well, to see like what exactly the real answer is. So there are many corrected sheets as well, but anyhow, you will whenever you are just studying there, you need to make sure that you are understanding the concept and you're marking the right thing. So it is basically very condensed knowledge, the EMRCS itself. So I would recommend that it's okay if you just finish the question bank only once, as after that when you go for your flag question, which are the wrong question, you will be revising some part of the question bank. And when you are going to do mocks multiple times, and you will be basically doing the same questions from the question bank, so you will be revising the same questions in different forms, and I would say that is more beneficial. You can do the question bank twice as well. It is basically dependent on your time and availability. So that's it for today, and that's mainly everything about MRCS and its preparation. And if you have any other question or any other thing that you want to learn about, you can just comment them in the comment box, and I will try to answer it with the best of my knowledge. So that's it. Thank you for watching.